Great to see so many familiar faces. Welcome,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, you're all on mute to start with. So you're going to need to wave because we can't hear you.
Yeah, we're going to keep everybody muted for now. So if you joined us last year, you would know pretty much what to expect. If not, it's going to be another mystery for you. But we're going to do some questions and answers, and please volunteer. And I hope you have a drink to raise at the end for a toast to this MKAL, whether it's, like in my case, a cranberry juice, because it's a bit too early for anything alcoholic, or go for it. Whatever tickles your fancy.
I've got a soft drink because I'm going out in the car when we finish this.
I encourage everyone to use the chat so you guys can be friends with each other as well as with us.
Yeah, if you've got any questions, stick your hands up.
Yeah. And
let us know. You can unmute yourself, come and chat.
Yes.
But we'll give it another couple of minutes to let people. I know people are still joining. I keep clicking the admit button.
Me too. I was wondering if I'm admitting or you admitting, or we both.
Oh, I thought that was me. I thought I was the fastest finger first. Clearly not. You've been doing them as well.
You see, there is like team keep, team click in. We have another little competition going on. I know that Roseanne woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to see the first clue being published. Did anybody wake up earlier than 4 o'clock in the morning to see the clue? Let us know in the comments. We would love to know.
Absolutely not me. I woke up my usual time. Although I did an exercise class online.
Oh my God, can you talk about that exercising of yours? Like, how amazing and incredible are you? I mean, I find you very inspiring.
Thank you. I can't believe I've lost so much in a month. The doctor will be pleased. We had.
I'm sure you are pleased. Forget about the doctor. I mean, I'm sure you're ecstatic.
Oh yeah, I'm pleased, but the doctor should be even more pleased. But I did a class, and then Katie messaged me, because I said, right, he said, we were chatting, and then I said, right, I've got to exercise. He was like, hurry up, because the clue usually drops. And I was like, oh, I'll be all right. And then by the time I finished, the clue was there. I was like, right, I've got to go and have a shower, go and get dressed. I need to get all my stuff ready. So it was like, it'd been out for about 25 minutes, I think, before I even pressed play. And then I think there was too many people all trying to watch at the same time because it kept buffering. I don't know if it was that or my internet at that moment, but it was just, there was way too many people watching it. And I was just like, come on. And then it was fun.
Well, while we're waiting for everyone to join us, and welcome everyone who just joined, I want to make a quick announcement, non-related to the MKAL. I'm having, because it's my birthday month, October, I'm doing 3 different giveaways, and the first giveaway is running up right now, and it's this book called Knitovation. It's a stitch dictionary for all the Fair Isle color work kind of things, and you can find there's like pandas and Scorpios and toilets and like all the funky things. So after we're done here, just head on to Fiber Chat and put the comment under the giveaway video saying, like, offer some new idea for the motif, or just tell me what you like about Fiber Chats, and you're going to be entered, and the winner is going to be announced this Saturday. So don't miss that one. And then as soon as I'm done with that one, there's going to be 2 more that you don't want to miss either. And this book is not even out for sale yet, so you get the chance of getting it before it hits the market. So I invite you to join that.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, let's start telling everyone our stories. So Martyn and I became friends ever since I interviewed him on my channel. It was love from first sight, basically. Instant connection.
But I think there's a link now, because Reese is here at Glasgow Yarn, and wasn't it Reese that got in touch? You were asking for guests, and didn't Reese? I'm sure there's a link, or there's a something that it's Reese's fault. So it's nice that he's.
I mean, Reese, we blame you on something. We don't know what. So last year, we decided to try to do a collaboration between our 2 channels, between Knit 365 blog and Fiber Chats. And if you guys, by some strange chance, don't subscribe to our channels yet, please do so, because you don't want to miss all the activities that we plan for this MKAL. And hit that notification button as well, so you know what's happening. So what we started doing, we did 2 lives on Martyn's channel, where we talked about whether we're gonna do Team Kit, Team Stash, and we had this whole discussion about that. Then we did a Zoom meeting for Humans of Westknits on my channel. It's posted on Fiber Chat.
Yeah.
And we talked to some of you, some people and discussed basically like what they expect from the MKAL, why they decided to join MKAL, all those things. And like they showed us their color choices. And today we're celebrating the start of the MKAL, and we're going to have 2 Zoom parties. This is the first one, and the second one is going to be in 5 hours. And if you're bored in 5 hours, please come back. We would love to have you back, because we're going to be here and we would love to have you here. And there are going to be some new people joining as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing I thought, should we do the disclaimer right at the beginning that there are going to be spoilers? So if you're here to just chat along, that's okay. But like, I've started. Irina started. I'm sure lots of you have started. So if you're here thinking we're all going to cast on at the exact same time, there will likely be spoilers. So I guess just get that warning in before any of you then have a spoiler that you wouldn't expect.
Try to do our best and say spoiler alerts, so you guys can look the other way if you don't want to see what's happening there.
Yes, absolutely.
And we want to start. Do you want to start with the first poll, Martyn?
Yeah, why not? Let me get that one up, and then you should all get a little pop-up and you'll be able to see it in the right hand of your screen. So we're going to do a couple of questions like we did last time. So let's just see, where in the world are we all gathering?
Sarah was asking, so who broke Ravelry? Hopefully it's all fixed, right? Hopefully everyone got their patterns by now.
I don't use it. I got them from Westknits.com. I think sometimes it's a bit quicker, because I think it gets pushed to Ravelry, then it just gets pushed to so many people. So I do it on Westknits. The thing I like with, especially with Clue 1, you can start knitting without the pattern, because he takes you through all the early techniques. Right. I think you can get going. That's how I did it this morning.
So we have 37% from UK and Europe, 60% from US and Canada. There is no Australians or New Zealanders yet, so hopefully they're gonna.
Doesn't surprise me.
Right, so sort of like a middle of the night there, but hopefully they're gonna.
Yeah.
For 5 o'clock, maybe some adventurous ones. And then we have 3% from the rest of the world. Let's start with the rest of the world. Let's see, like if you click the rest of the world, can you please raise your hand and tell us where you're coming from?
Hello, Irina and Martyn. My name is Celine. I'm from South Africa.
Oh, hi, welcome.
Thank you.
What time is it with you?
Yeah.
It is now 6 o'clock at night. So I just got from work and I left everything and I just dived to my needles and my yarn.
Yay.
So
I always forget there's not that much of a time difference with South Africa and the UK. It's almost quite close, isn't it? Even though geographically it's massive.
So, Jolene, you also have a YouTube channel. Can you remind us the name of it?
Oh, thank you, Irina. Yeah, it's made by Aline. And yeah, I just actually featured, we got permission from Stephen actually last year already, because we also have a small support group here. And actually I've also knitters from International, and he gave me permission to use his audio for Shores Offshore.
That's so lovely to see.
So yeah, I released that video on my channel with everybody showing off their shawls and dancing and whatever.
And are you planning to do something like the MKAL kind of activities on your channel as well?
Yes, so we actually have a Zoom at 6, so I will leave earlier here. We also have a support group, and yeah, maybe, who knows, maybe a dance video again. We never know.
Well, do me a favor, like once we stop talking here, just put that information in the comments, so if people want to join your group, they can find.
thank
I'll
you.
put the information about your YouTube channel.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Is anybody else from other places in the world? I know Sita was supposedly also there, and Sita is also from South Africa.
Hello.
Hi, Sita.
Hi,
Hello.
Sita.
Hi.
Hi, Martin. Hi, Irina.
It's so
Hi,
lovely to have you
Jelly.
here.
Hi, everybody else.
Louisa, can you unmute yourself?
Hi, Louisa. How are you?
Hi, Martin. Hi, Irina. Nice to see
Hi.
you again. Yeah, so I'm in North Devon in Barnstable in the UK, and I was one of your humans of Westknits last year on Clue 2, Irina,
Right.
if you remember. And Martin, I met you at Unravel back in, I think it's February.
Yep,
Was it February or
exactly.
May? I forget when it was.
I think it was the February show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
What-
getting on with it. I'm on Clue 3 at the moment. Sorry, Clue 3, Section 3 at the moment. So
Do you like it so far?
yes, I do. But I'm struggling with the yarn because I'm using tencel yarn. So I've not used it before. So it's a bit more slippery, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that the weaving Stevens, they're not as secure as they would be with wool. So I'm having to do a lot more of that.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a few of them that I put it in the video that I did earlier. When I got to section 2, when we changed direction, spoiler, but I won't show you, spoiler, change direction. And I was watching him do it on the 10. I was like, oh my God, that looks really complicated. And then I realized it was complicated because he was weaving Stephen and was wrapping the stitches, because I was knitting section 1 and kind of watching section 2. I was like, I don't know, no. And then I realized actually it was just looked complicated. And so I haven't done that on that section. I've just left them and I'll weave them in later.
Yes,
So
definitely.
Louisa, did you watch the video? Did you watch?
Yeah, I did. I started going along with it, but then when there's big gaps where you've got to kind of get going to the next section, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have a sneaky look. So I went and had a look, but I won't say anything because I don't know that everyone here has seen it yet.
Okay, Martin, then your question to you, of course. Did you watch the whole video before you got to the end?
Yep. I put it on at the beginning and I went all the way through. It took me ages to watch it because I was stopping and chatting to Mark, then my mum rang, and yeah, but I watched it all the way through and I didn't know where it was necessarily going. I was watching it build. Mark still hasn't seen it, and we've decided, like last year, he's only going to see what happens as I knit it. So he's gone out now, so he has no idea what the finished shape is for this week. I don't think it's divisive. I've had more people say they love it, but I have had one person message going, I really don't like it. I'm glad I'm not doing it.
Well, we'll ask people about that. Louisa, thank you so much for being part of this MKAL.
That's okay. Keep on keeping on, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was wondering, Irina, should we do the second question while we're talking about Louisa's yarn choice? Should we just...
Let's get one person from UK, from US or Canada.
Okay, go on then.
Yeah. Does anybody from US or Canada want to introduce themselves?
Sure. All right. So I'm Andrew. I live in St. Paul, Minnesota. And well, first off, I'm wearing my twists and turns from last year.
Love the blue flash.
My first MKAL I ever did was shellography, and I have all the yarns and all the coordinating shirts to go with to do all the past ones. And so far, out of the past ones, I've done Color Craving, Rockefeller, and Exploration Station, and I have Doodler on the needles. So, okay, spoiler alert, I'm on section 2. Here's my colors.
Beautiful.
So I've got my color A, which is from Zen Yarn Garden. It's the Serenity Silk Plus. The color is Yellow Opal. Then my color B is kind of special. I found this at my local yarn store, which is Stephen B in Minneapolis. This is Patton's Purple Heather. The color number 2245. I had not seen this yarn before, but I have like 4 tiny balls of it.
Yeah.
The other one's over here because I'm using color B right now. But I looked at the listing on Ravelry for this yarn. I think this might be from the 1960s. I'm not sure how they got it, so that's pretty cool. Aren't that old? But the Ravelry listing said it was made up into the 70s. But Yeah, Stephen B has some like random old stuff. But anyways,
Oh.
then my color C is this orange. And I do have a fifth one of this if I run out, but I don't know where I put it. But this is my color C. This is the Osterman Step Classic, the color 1015. And then color D is the Haiku Madrona in the Firethorn Berry. So I've got, oops, like this.
It's beautiful.
Mm,
So,
I love the orange.
Andrew, I
Yeah.
remember like from last year, you were very adamant about everyone warning about the spoiler alerts.
yes,
Did you watch the video to the end? Did you cheat? Did
I
you
did. I
skip
did
it?
not. Um, I did not watch it to the end. I had my mom do that because she's not a knitter. So
But you still don't know what it's going to look like at the end of section 1.
no, I
The
don't.
end of clue 1. Okay.
No, I don't. And there's a Facebook group that I'm a part of that has a regular chat and a no spoilers chat, and I've been going on the no spoilers chat.
Right.
The Westknits Knitting Kittens group, I think, on Facebook. So,
It's so disciplined. I think I need to satisfy myself and know where
Well,
I'm going.
and
But
I
I'm
finished
happy to not jump straight to the end, and I'm happy to let.
well,
It's a nice
and
hour.
and I finished my twist and turn 6 months late, and I still every time a photo came up on Instagram, I scrolled away.
Well
I did
done.
not
You are a
stop and see
strong
it.
man.
I mean, by then I had an idea of what it would look like because so many photos came up, but I didn't study it or whatever.
So, and Andrew's told us a little bit about his yarn choices. So, why don't we do our second poll, which is obviously, you know, that I'm Team Kit, Irina's Team Stash. Any Team Hand Dye that you've dyed yourself? Get in
And I
with
should
those.
say I pulled from Stash this year, but which I do every year. Sometimes I go to the yarn store, but I ordered a goodie bundle. So
Right.
I've seen that bag so often. I've never seen one of there's 3 colors bags. I've seen the cream one in someone's Instagram. I've seen loads and loads of the red ones. I can't even remember what the third color is because I've not seen it.
Yeah,
I
I've
want to
seen
say the
one, but
cream.
Oh, Louise has got it. It's yellow.
Yeah,
Oh, this Reese, you've got. Oh,
I think the cream colored bag. I want to say what's her name? Wooly Wumpkins. I think she got the cream bag.
Ah. I've got 2 red bags if anyone wants to swap. Right, go on. Catherine, you've had your hand up for a while. Do you want to jump in and then I'll close the poll off?
I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And so it is 10:20 a.m. So I'm at work. I do have to jump into an 11 a.m. Zoom. So I'll leave here a little bit early. I'm a Team Kit. I'm working on my second stripe because the pattern dropped about 3 o'clock in the morning, Edmonton time. Maybe 2:30. I did check at 2 o'clock and it wasn't there. But my email came in at 3. I got up at 6 and to go to the bathroom and found it. So then I didn't go back to bed. I went into work early and started stripe number 1. I'm on stripe number 2. I'm a little bit lucky because in Canada we have a long weekend this coming weekend. So we have Monday off for Canadian Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping to be able to finish clue 1 myself. I didn't watch the video all the way to the end. I just watched stripe 1 and the transition to stripe 2. I will kind of watch it as I go along, and I will be sticking to the Westknits Knitting Kittens. No spoilers for a little while. Eventually, I will want to see what's going on, but I at least want to start off the clue and wait until after the weekend before I see how far everybody else has gone. But so far I'm loving it. I've paired the red mohair with the red lipstick color for the second clue. And I'm just loving the way it feels and the way it makes the stripe even richer.
Thank you. And
awesome. Well,
happy
thank you for
almost
joining from
Thanksgiving.
work as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nancy, do you want to unmute yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I met a lot of you last time. Hi, Martyn and Irina.
Hi.
And my knitting BFF, who's also from here, from the U.S.-Mexico border, Ida, is on. So hopefully she'll introduce herself. Well, I couldn't sleep last night. I was just so excited. I couldn't sleep. My head finally didn't. I don't think my eyes closed till 2 in the morning. So it's I think like I told y'all last time, it's my 3rd time participating. Just love it so much. I love this whole global, that we can reach people from all over the world and we're all doing the same thing and we all love this craft. It's just so inspiring. And Irina and Martyn, thank you so much for, doing what you do. It just makes it more fun, more special. But anyhow, when I finally was going to get on Ravelry, I guess Stephen broke the internet, right? I couldn't print the pattern.
I think he broke YouTube at one point this morning.
Right? Yeah, that too. That too. So I'm knitting pumpkins that my daughter requested. So that's what I'm doing now until my knitting BFF Ida's printing my pattern for me. And we'll see each other later. It's Thursday's our knit night. So we're getting together earlier than usual so we can all, be all goo goo gaga about Clue 1.
Nice.
And yeah. And what else was I gonna say? I wanted to show you all my twists and turns from last year. I don't think I showed it to you last week. Oh, and also I wanted to share a hack that I saw on a smaller YouTube channel that I stumbled on, also thanks to the MKAL. It's called Knittings and Sewings, and she's in the Kansas area.
Yeah.
And she gave a hack for giving your bag a box bottom, and it's just so simple. So I did that to my bag, and I'm really pleased with it.
That's very cool.
Oh, that's cool. Why didn't you pop that in the chat so then other people can see?
Okay, I will. I'll find her. What I'll do is I'll link her channel, the episode.
Yeah, perfect.
And if y'all want to follow her, she's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. And her name is Shell, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Chel. I don't know if it's short for Michelle or Rochelle or if that's just her name. I did finish it because I'm real obsessive when I get into these things. So there it is.
That's pretty.
I added tassels.
Oh, you did the tassels, yeah.
Wow. Needs extra bling. Perfect.
And thank you. And last year I was also Team Stash, although I did have to purchase a couple of skeins from my LYS.
Well,
thank you all.
That's still sort of
thank you so much. We had 7 people that answered in the poll to say that they were team hand dye. Does anyone want to come off who hand dyed their own and tell us what they've gone for? That's exciting. It's on my list because I'm a spinner now, although I've not spun for months. Apart from my first little sample.
I am team hand dyed / Frankenstein. I actually did hand dye my first swatch and had some issues with a few of the skeins, so I had to go recalibrate, but I still have one of the colors, plus I hand dyed one of my Marling yarns, so that's...
Can we see?
Sure, one moment. They will not show up well on webcam, but this is one of my hand dyes. This is my color number 4.
Nice.
It's actually like a teal and blue blend.
Yep.
And oh no, here comes the cat. One moment. Okay.
Hello, kitty.
Yeah, every time I start to talk on a mic, he comes over. So I think he's a bit of a diva. So, and here is my Marling that I'll be using for at least color 3, but possibly color 4. I got a bit obsessive about the value transition between my colors, so hopefully it'll turn out well.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing.
Hello, I'm again team hand dyed, and I'm using this
kit, right?
Yes, it's a merino single, and yes, these are my colors, and I really love it.
Those are beautiful.
And I'm so far, and I think it looks really great.
Yeah,
excellent.
I love it.
Everyone's in a similar place. I like it. It's good.
Yeah,
that seems to be a consistent place that people have got to.
Yes, and I will show. I'm wearing the Penguono with my hand spun yarn.
Oh, that's like an extra bonus, a hand spun.
Yes, it's all with a hand spindle, not with a wheel.
Wow.
It's all done
Wow.
with a spindle.
That's incredible. Well, welcome
That is-
back.
Lot
Love
of
to
it.
have you back.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you. It's great what you're doing. I love to
Thank
watch
you
your
so
videos.
much.
Thank you. And Randy,
Hi,
do you
Ran.
wanna unmute yourself?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I ticked off hand spun. No, sorry, hand dyed because I dyed the wool first, and then I spun the colors. It looks only gray, I guess, in this lighting. But I was inspired by that background of the photo, Stephen, with the space helmet and the space in the background. And then you see, like in the galaxies, you see the white, and then there are red and yellow and blue colors in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but this is white mixed with red, blue, and red, blue, and yellow.
Wow.
So it's
Lovely.
more visible in daylight that they are.
Yeah.
So they are in all of these colors. There are red, blue, and yellow mixed with white. This is all white, and the others are with gray and white.
And Randy, where are you
This
coming
really
from?
darkest. In Oslo, in Norway.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's wool from Shetland sheep.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
okay, Kaiti, you have to
Thanks.
join us.
Hi,
Thanks.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I brought a note. The dog was on my lap. I couldn't move. Anyway.
You're excused.
This is my set of colours.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
So,
Nice.
and actually that was in my stash already. It's like a lemon yellow, but it's UV as well. So it's going to be a rave shawl. And then this is a new orange color I've got, which I'm obsessed with at the moment. So I had to have that. And then it was kind of like, I kind of knew where I was heading at that point and dyed the other two accordingly. So chestnut and then a dark brown. So it's kind of very 70s. Yeah, it's come up quite nice.
Well, if you guys want to get those exact colors, Kaiti is Yarn Whisper, the Yarn Whisper on Instagram, so you can buy it for yourself.
Yeah, I can do a custom set. Yeah, no worries.
And he's also a star of Fiber Chat. So if you want to learn everything about him, or at least a lot of things about him, watch that interview. It's the Yarn Whisper interview on Fiber Chats.
Yeah, I don't think I shared everything.
Oh, then you'll have to come back and tell me more.
Maybe. Anyway, good to be back. Thank you for
the
doing
late night
it.
edition.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we might have to have that.
Yarn Whisper
after dark.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. You know what? We're doing it.
Anyway,
so
good
much
to see
for
you all.
joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you all.
Okay, do we want to do the next poll?
Yes. So how many MKALs have we done? So for me, this is and I'm looking over to the sofa so I can remember, 5th?
It's my 2nd.
Yeah,
this
is my
doesn't
5th.
include this doesn't include past ones, does it? Just the ones you've done as mystery.
Yeah, do it as mysteries.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did have someone last year that had done every single shawl, which was amazing.
Right.
But let's take some questions while we let that poll finish. So Deborah, I think you were first. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Okay, hello everyone. It's so nice to see you all and see some returning faces too from last year. That's really nice. So I'm from Florida and I finally chose my colors. We had a little blue drama the last time with Zoom. So I think we are here and this is gonna be a blue MKAL. I'm very excited about it.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes, I think it's going to be good. And Irene, I really love your colors. I saw them today on his Instagram and I was like, wow, your final decision was very good.
Well, the little spoiler alert, if anybody doesn't want to, not that I've gone too far, but these are the
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Gorgeous.
The dark gray and the green are not really like very sharp on camera, but like in person you can really, because it's like it has this turquoise, so they really distinguish on the, like when you see them in
Close
Yeah.
up, it's
Yeah.
you can see the difference in the colors then when it's close up.
Right.
Yes. And Martyn, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So what is your update on the two sets? I'm so excited, and it was such a surprise to see that. And I don't know, I have anxiety to think of you sometimes. I'm like, how are you gonna do that?
I should have worn my "It'll Get Done" t-shirt, shouldn't I?
Yes.
So I'll do my spoiler then. So I am a little tiny bit further ahead than Irina, but not a lot much further. So I've started the
Show us the right side. This is what
once I finish this section here, I'll have done section 4, so I'll be halfway.
Oh, nice. I
Turn
love
it
it.
around. Turn it to the right side.
Oh yeah, you don't want to see all the threads, do you? Yes. So this is Mark's kit. So this is the undercover otter.
Very nice. This is Mark's, correct?
This is Mark's. So the plan is that I'm just going to work on this one. When I finish this one, I'll then start mine.
Okay.
But then when I get to Thursday and the next clue comes out, I'll just go back to Mark. So I'm only really doing one in the month. My one will just be as and when I'm going. Although, and I'll say it now and I'm going to curse myself. I'm feeling like I might get this done tomorrow, because if I've done half today, I'm off work tomorrow. I could do half tomorrow.
It gets bigger.
Chance then Sunday, Monday, I could get mine. Maybe I could keep up this week. I know I'm not, like, next week I have to work. So I've got today off and I've got tomorrow off.
Yeah.
But I know I won't be able to keep up with 2 all the way through. But
well, you're going to try to keep up until you can. So which is really good, because you have a few days off now, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And we're going to be cheering you on.
Yes.
Or going, why do you do this to yourself? You're your own worst enemy. That's probably
that's the regular question anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. But thanks, Deborah. It's lovely to speak to you.
Okay, you too, guys.
Phoebe, do you want to unmute yourself?
Hi.
Hi.
This is my first MKAL. I actually just finished this about 2 weeks ago. And this was my first Stephen West thing that I've ever done. And I loved it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do the mystery knit along. So here are my colors so far. And then I have this one that I'm going to add in.
Nice.
And that's as far as I've gone. I was wanting to do, I think it was a Prue Yarns kit, but it was too expensive. So I tried to find Cascade colors that were really close. So it's going to hopefully turn out similar to that kit. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
I'm from Austin, Texas.
How did you find doing was that Slipstravaganza that you just showed? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you find that then as your first Westknit shawl?
I loved it. I loved it. I'm already planning on going back and doing like all the other years. Like I'm so excited. Yeah. It was it was like a crazy experience, because I found all the colors and I really loved them. But then as I was going the entire process, I was so doubtful. And I was constantly like, this is not going to look good. Like the colors just didn't seem like they were going to turn out well together.
It's beautiful.
And somehow, like right when it ended with the last stripes there, or chevrons, it just all came together, and it's so beautiful. It's just a piece of art. I have it hanging on the wall. I love it.
Oh, that pattern is my favorite. So this is my 5th year doing the MKAL, and that was my favorite one. It's the biggest one. It's just like a big hug, and it's my favorite design of all of them so far.
Yeah, well, I'm super excited. Hopefully I'll be able to follow along with your guys' Zooms and everything.
Yeah, please do join as many Zooms as you can, because we see the progress and chat about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to just shout out to Nancy. I think she's in the Rio Grande Valley. My husband's from there. Yeah. So I heard you and I was like, oh, I recognize your accent. You're from where my husband's from. So nice to see you.
Well, you guys can chat in the chat and get familiar with each other. Thank you for joining us, Phoebe. Okay, do we want to see
I was going to say, so on the poll, I realized I'd ended it, but I hadn't shared it all with you. So I'm there going, oh, you know, these are the results, but I didn't. So they should now be on screen. But we had someone that said they've done every one. Oh, they've done 9 to 13. So do you want to reveal yourself, mystery? Hi, Soraya.
Hello. I've done 9, so I just slipped into it. So yeah, started off with a doodler in 2015 and then done one every year since. They're so addictive.
What are you thinking about this one so far?
I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really good. Again, as with everyone, I'm on that section 2 with the angled stripes going up, and I love the colours. I can't, oh, here it is. The cat's been trying to grab it, so yeah, so that's where I am so far.
I love those colours.
With the purples and lilacs, and yeah, absolutely love it. So yeah, enjoying it. I'm one of those people, I know some people watch the video ahead. I can't do that. I'm watching a little bit as I'm doing that little bit, then he starts talking about the next bit. I'm like, no, pause, I don't want to see. I'm gonna wait until I'm at that bit, and then I'll watch the video when I'm doing that bit.
And I was going to drop Katie in it and say, before he arrived, I was telling everyone that you told me that you jumped to the end. I was doing my exercise and you were like, hurry up, it's going to be there. And then I was like, I'll go as quick as I can.
Every time I have to go, I have to know what I'm kind of visual. I have to see what I'm aiming for, else I can't feel like I can do it. I'm getting better at it. And I think, yeah, maybe one year I won't look, but yeah,
not
always.
Yet. Not there, not yet. Okay, do we want to do the next question?
Yeah, Emma's just popped her hand up. Emma, do you want to come off mute and ask your question while I get the next poll ready?
Oh. This is lots of firsts for me, because it's my first MKAL, it's my first Zoom call, it's my first Stephen West ever knit.
Oh, perfect.
Amazing.
And it's all Martyn's fault, really, because I've been watching your blog, Martyn.
Thank you.
I was introduced by our mutual friend Emily, so she's coming along the MKAL with us, and my mum is also. So we've got like a little mini group going. But I had a question. Should I say it's not a spoiler because I'm not any further along than anyone else? But
go for it.
I had the what did he call it? The Stephen weaving.
Yeah.
Is like, is that really enough weaving in? Can I snip the ends off, or are you weaving it in there?
It's really,
I always do a final. When I've done it in the past, I think you can just cut them there. I think it will be okay, because if you've done it like 10 to 12 stitches, it's unlikely to come undone. But because there's that in my head, it's like unlikely. I just go up and down. I split the 2 yarns and then I'll go up and down just like, to be safe. Yeah. So where you've got the little pearl, that I think, like, think of them as like umbrellas and smiles. So just go up one and down the other. Just weave it in a little bit like that, or do what Stephen does in the video and just pick up a few in a row.
Yeah. Or you can go back.
Does anybody else have similar or any
yeah,
advice?
So I did the weave in Stephen one time and it came out, and so I just wove my ends in regular, and I've been doing that since. It probably didn't help that project was acrylic. I was knitting the boardwalk shawl. And yeah, I had fingering weight acrylic from Michael's. So
yeah, that's probably a good point. Actually, the wool will probably, or the yarn will make a difference, because if it's wool, it might start to felt in, and it'll just force itself not to go anywhere. But
mine is, I think one of your kits was the blend, the merino yak silk blend. So it's like that, but it feels like it's really slippery.
You can also just put it in the needle, like after you do, like, let's say 10 stitches of weave Stephen, you can put it in the needle and just go backwards toward the edge of the shawl, like another couple stitches, so that will secure anchor it. So that's like, if the yarn is slippery, that usually works.
Oh, right.
Thanks for asking your question, Emma.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do the next question of the poll.
Okay, so the next one. Have you chosen your go-to colors or have you gone for something new?
Not one of my MKALs are the exact same color combo. I change it up every time.
This is why I went for my blue, because Mark was like, oh, everything you've got is blue. I'm like, I have no blue MKALs, so I'm going blue. That's why I stuck to
I went with my favorite colors, like the turquoise and grays are like my absolute favorite. So I figure like I was thinking of like autumnal colors, but then I was like, why fight it, you know? Go for what makes you happy, and that made me happy that day. So I almost changed my mind today, where I was like thinking about this gray and turquoise, and I was like, are they too close? And I almost swapped the gray for this like raspberry color. But then I thought that was too crazy and I stayed with the gray.
I do love your teal.
Does anybody wanna tell us about what colors they chose? Like, is it your favorite colors or something outside of
actually, and this is
favorite.
the closest one that we've had so far.
Right. It's like
46-54. It's almost even Stevens, people sticking to their usual colors and going for something new. So Louisa.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I've gone for teals. I'm quite a tealy person. I don't always knit in teal, but I would probably say they're my most comfortable. And I've gone for this very, very bright, I don't know if you can see it, very bright aqua. And the fourth colour is a very dark black, bluey black. But the ones in the middle are quite similar. They're showing up quite different on the screen. This one has got more of a green tone to it, and this one's got more of a purple tone. So when it's in the knit, hang on, I'm halfway through a row, just give me a second.
Danger time.
Yeah. So if I can show you this section here, can you see the difference? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. That's good. That's good. I was a bit worried about that. But the Tencel yarns, there isn't so much color choice because there aren't so many dyers. So I've gone across. I've got 3 different dyers on mine. This one is Tribe Yarns. These 2 are Hooking Marvelous, and this one is Peacock yarn from Sweden. So yeah.
Nice, lovely. Thank you for sharing.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Claudia, do you want to come off mute and tell us about yours?
Well, I usually use quite vibrant colors like pink with orange or stuff like that. And that's how my last year's shawl looked like. But this year I went for a more, you see the colors in my background.
Yep.
So that's Ankh-Morpork, that's Kill Bill, that's some color from John Arben, and I have no idea what that color is called. But it turns out to knit up into like a dirty disco. So I get the vibe of a dirty disco somehow. I don't know. Like I'm a child of the 70s, so this is like being back in the sitting room of my parents watching the disco on TV, which was actually the British disco. And yeah, so I love it.
I actually love the idea of that yarn choices for the background because it shows the colors precisely.
It's a really
I
good
did that
idea.
because it's already dark here, so you wouldn't be able to see the proper color.
Right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Andrew, do you wanna?
Yeah, so I was gonna say just about how I normally pick my colors. So again, this is what I did for my twists and turns, and this is what I did for this year. But like my shawlography, I went completely different from what I did the couple years after that. And then when I went back and did some past ones, like here's what I did for my Rockefeller.
Nice.
And my color craving is these colors. And then with the, might be easier to see the pink down here.
Wow, love the pink.
And then also, lastly, the exploration station, I went with neons.
Oh, that's beautiful.
These are all 4 of the neons the opal sock yarn comes in. So
thank you.
Also, one last comment. Can we just mention how large and huge the sew-on tags are this year? I like the how small the previous ones were better.
Okay, we have one last question, right? For the
We do. We did this last year because obviously Irina was not a fan of the mystery, which was the reason why she hadn't done the mystery shawl. And we talked a couple of weeks ago about she's getting better with the mystery, and we're in for the second year. But how do you all generally feel about it? Love the surprise or feeling a bit, no, I need to know all the details? I guess this kind of links to whether people watch the video or jump straight to the end. Oh, this one isn't close at all.
I'm still on the side about the whole mystery thing, by the way, because after I've done the last year MKAL, I also did another mystery knit along for another designer. And I don't know, it's like part of me is still, I think like if the timing is right and I have enough things to knit at the moment, like you made me better in this respect, because I used to be a monogamous knitter, and since last year's MKAL, I feel like that hasn't been a thing. So I'm still I don't do more than like I want to say 2-3 at the time. I think the most I had was 4, and I was freaking out. And I'm usually freaking out on your behalf every time you start counting how many whips you have. But I feel like that was my way of dealing with the mystery part, because like if I would be done with the clue, I could just jump onto something else and need something else and wait more patiently.
I think I love the idea of not knowing where we're going. I like to know with the color choices, is it going to be variegated? Is it solid colors? Is it 5 or 4? I like a little bit of certainty, but I'm generally happy to just go with it. But I like the reveal because each week the clue builds. And last year, especially, I was like, I have no idea where he's going with this. And all of a sudden, he showed the completed finished one. I was like,
well, that was like part of the Humans of every week. We were discussing with like people who were participating in Humans of Westknits. We're like, where the heck is it going? Like, what's your prediction? What do you think is going to happen next? Are we going left? Are we going right? Are we going up? Are we going down? So this is going to be also interesting to see. Well, do you have any predictions of where we're going with that in the second clue? Like any bets?
I've given up trying to guess. Because that wherever you think it's going, it's not going. Because even with this, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm doing what? And then I don't know why, but I imagined we were going to do some kind of crescent. And then as it was going and going and going, I was like, oh, we've made a square. Oh, okay. I don't know how we're going to do what we're going to do with that next.
Well, for those of you who want to know everything now and not a fans of mystery, can one of you volunteer and share your reservations about mystery part of the MKAL? Anybody? It wasn't just me.
No, there were 6. There were 6, but they're not. The fact that they want to know everything now, they're probably they're clearly a little bit shy. They're all in the same group. Here we go.
Ida Vela here from Deep South Texas, where Nancy's from too, in the area of Mission. My second MKAL with Stephen West. And as far as the question of wanting to know ahead of time, I guess I just, that feeling of insecurity of like, am I going to be able to do this? Was there going to be any brioche or things that I'm not really versed in and have experience with? So I guess that's a little bit of the anxiety and the uneasiness of a mystery for me. Like last year, which was my first MKAL with Stephen West, about a month before, I looked up a very good video on how to do 2-color brioche. So I started a little baby blanket, just started practicing because I thought, what if there's brioche in this? I don't know brioche. So let me start. So I have still about, maybe 10 inches or 12 inches of this baby blanket. And I just put it aside once somebody said, oh, there's no brioche. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, we still don't know if there is no brioche. There's still.
Oh, I know that, but at least I already have a little bit of practice there with that little baby blanket. So that's about it, I think. But
so we have like different reservations. My reservation is that like there's two, right? One is that I might not like the end result, which in Stephen we trust, but still. And the second one is that I might get finished with the clue too fast, and then what do I'm supposed to do waiting for the second clue? You coming from like insecurity about your ability to meet what's coming. But I think like you're in safe hands, because the way Stephen puts those tutorials, it's very easy to follow. And
Yes, yes, very, very much so. Very good videos, very, very close up, and everything is excellent. Yeah.
well, I hope you're gonna join more of our Zooms, because we're gonna be discussing every clue and going over all the issues and problems, and that would be like a great place to see how you're doing, to keep that progress going.
Yes, I'm gonna try. And just FYI, if anybody's in Rhinebeck,
I'm gonna be there. Come say hi.
It'll be my second Rhinebeck. Okay, La Jolla girl and I were there in 2018, and it was our first. And I'm going back, but I'm going with my husband. My husband asked me actually. He goes, "You want to go to Rhinebeck this year?" And I said,
He's a keeper, definitely.
"The Pope is a Pope."
I'm gonna be Saturday at 12 p.m. on Podcaster Hill. So if any of you guys are at Rhinebeck, please come and say hello. I would love to see you in person.
Yeah.
I'll look for you.
Thank you. Deborah, do you wanna unmute yourself?
Yeah. There we go.
All right. So I have, this is like my third mystery knit along this year. I am becoming almost addicted because I love the surprise. So that's why I click surprise. So I think that's part of my personality that truly embraces the unknown of the project. But there's always a but. As soon as that clue hits the computer, I cannot wait 1 second to get to the spoiler, to get to the video, to get. I'm just completely unrestrained. I cannot do it, and I really is almost too part of myself that like wants to be good and patient, but I can't. I just can't, and. You know, just I'm the one that opened the Christmas presents early, that you need to hide them. So definitely I have to work with that. But
well, Katie was just like saying yes, this, you know, so
yes, exactly. But I do love the mystery knit-alongs, and Stephen West is definitely the you know, at the top of those for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Deborah.
Yes.
By the way, the reason my hand was up, I just went on Ravelry because I saw people were saying that they couldn't get into Ravelry, and so I went on and Stephen sent an update to the PDF.
Oh, cool.
But it was like 2 minutes before this meeting started, so there's like a new beginner-friendly option for people, I guess. So if you're curious, you can check that out.
Thank you. Let's raise a toast to a successful MKAL.
Yes, absolutely.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
I'm replacing this with gin later. I'm going to film this for Instagram. Is that okay? So we can say we've done the first one. Right, everyone, move around. Awesome.
Cheers, everyone, and thank you so very much for joining us. It's so lovely to see all the familiar faces and some new faces. And I posted the schedule for all the Zoom meetings that I'm going to be holding. And Martyn, I don't know, will try to join some of them. I don't know if you can, because you're going to be working. So I don't know.
Most of them, I think,
right.
But yes.
So I posted that it's on my Instagram, it's on my YouTube, it's on my Facebook, it's on it's in Ravelry, in Fiber Chats group. So there is complete schedule with all the Zooms that we're going to be holding for Humans of Westknits, and the password and the what do you call it? The Zoom ID and the password is the same as it was for this meeting. So just write it down somewhere so you know what to put. But again, you can, if you just join the Fiber Chats group on Ravelry, it's in the announcements for the MKAL, or if you on Instagram, it's on my Instagram account.
Yep, and I put it on my stories. I'll pin it to a Irina and I's grid. I've put the Zoom meetings in there, so it'll be on Instagram. So you can go to either Irina or I's page and get it. I did a little graphic earlier.
And if you're free today in 4 more hours, come back and join us again. And maybe if you didn't have a chance to talk during this meeting, you can brave it in the next one. Roseanne, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back later on. I'm off to a book launch. My friend has written a book about Russell T Davies, Doctor Who, queer culture, queer literature. So I'm off to Emily's book launch, and then I'm going to meet Mark for dinner, and then I'll be back with a gin.
That sounds fun. And I might do this something more adult.
You're going to catch up now, though, because I'm out for 4 hours, and I've not done any knitting while we've been on, and I won't do any knitting, and then it'll be bedtime here. So you're going to catch me up.
That's okay. It's not a competition. It's embrace your pace. That's what
I
learned from Michael Host.
But so I would like to beat you one week.
You'll get your chance once I'm in back. And again, like one last reminder, if you joined later, I have the giveaway on Fiber Chats for this book, and the winner is going to be picked up on Saturdays. So head on to Fiber Chats and enter into that giveaway. There is a giveaway video, and all you have to do is to be a subscriber to Fiber Chats and just write a comment under that video, and you might win that book. It's not even on the market yet.
There we go. Right.
Thank
you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Yeah.
That was just the best. We'll see you all very soon.